Hello and welcome back to Skydock in Skyblock. Yep, last time we left the boat that we were building, the main building project in this Skyblock world of cobble. Yeah, lovely world of cobble. We were doing some stuff and I did some more stuff and things happened. So yeah, we got the top two layers of the boat built, but in order to save some time, I went ahead and keyed out or set out some other bits and pieces like the bow, the final depth of the actual hull itself, and made a few little cobblestone thingamajigs, scaffoldings. That's it, because we were always going to use cobblestone to make the scaffolding. So we've gone 2 down, and then we went another 2 down last episode. So from here, we've gone 1, 1, 1, and then 2 in and 2 in. And that will take us to the center line of the ship where the keel goes. And I will just show you the bow. I'm going to go down for that. I am so glad we have this gantry system here, because it allows us to build scaffolding off of the side of the gantry system. And I kind of knew when I set Skyblock up, see, this is about the level of the original Skyblock, which is why we built up in the first place. That was why the staircase was there. So we've got 2 down, 2 down, then it's 1, 1, 1, 2 in, 2 in, which should give us a nice kind of rounded keel, rounded hull. Sorry, the keel's a bit runs underneath. So we'll get to the end and hopefully not swan dive off the edge. And as you can see, we've got the bow kind of going on. So it goes 2 down, and then it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then that's the final line from the inside of the actual keel itself, or is it? So what I want to do is put a slightly deeper keel on this thing, which is the blade that runs on the bottom of the boat that would normally stop it from rolling too much. I'm not sure if that should be there. I think that will make it flat. Flat alongside the actual bottom of the boat, and this can actually drop down an extra one to about here, and then this would actually be poking out the bottom, or I can actually go 1 down and have like a 2 depth like blade on the front. So what we're going to do is going to just fill in the other side. So we need to bring that round to the other side and just see how that looks. And then that may be a bit too shallow. It may be okay, so it might be 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, but we'll see. So how much stuff do we have? Well, not a lot actually. Oh look, loads of red wool. So we'll grab a couple of these and we'll go up. Up is definitely a way we need to go. What else do we have? We have some cobble. I'm just going to grab a ton of cobble. Now, I don't want to fall off the edge. I don't want to go swan diving into the void, because we've done that before and it's not fun. It really isn't fun. Now we're inside. I built this from the outside. Bugger. Because the bit that we should be standing on is actually the bit that's underneath there. Right. Okay, we got this, lads. We got this. No problem. Once we've got this keyed out, the depth of the actual... wrong bit. The depth of the hull itself. You know what? We'll just bring that in, and then there we go. Another way down. All the ways down, none of the ways up. Oh, there's the sun. Good. So once we got this bit sorted, we can actually bring the whole lot, just extrude the hull forward. So it's important to get the shape of the hull right now. And we're going to go back and just get some... the ability to actually look at it ourselves. So does this look okay? Does it look a little bit too shallow? Bearing in mind there's going to be a blade on the bottom of this thing. No, it looks okay. And we know that each level is going to be 3 blocks. So we've got 2 at the top, 2. So that's basically all 4 blocks count as 1 level. So there's 1, 2, probably about 2 levels in the boat itself, a huge hold underneath. We're not going to go mad trying to fill this thing up with rooms and various bits and pieces, because I don't believe we need to do that. So let's slam some red wool in here, and here, and here, and here, and here. We should be able to see that from above now. Okay, and then the final piece would be sort of in the center somewhat. I'm going to build out underneath by looking at the floor of nothing. Well, space, in fact. Space. The final frontier. And then this bit will be, yeah, so let's just knock that off there. Oof, done. So yeah, I think that looks fine. I think that looks absolutely fine. So that's the center line, and then we can go 2 out. And then from that point, I believe we can build, because we're already at the bottom of the boat itself, we can start building up. Building up's not a problem. Building down is, which is why we need all the scaffolding down, but we don't need to keep, don't need to, no, that's the wrong button. I wanted to hold down shift, so we stop moving and see where the hell we are. All right, we need to get to the top. Definitely need to get to the top. So yeah, we can build up, but we can't build down, which is the need for the scaffolding, and now the need to pop some red wool down, and so we can get the boat. So this is an enormous building project, and again, I would normally do this with creative mode. Oh bugger, we didn't put any torches down there. We should really. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to do it, lads. Or we're just going to have to knock it away. Let's just knock it away. We don't want stuff spawning. There we go. Yeah, that's definitely something we really can't deal with, because they will knock holes, especially creepers, they just completely blow holes in our boat, and that would be very, very bad for us. So yeah, one of the reasons, Alan was saying one of the reasons we're not getting squid spawning in our spawn tanks is because we have too many sheep at the moment. And we have too many sheep because, well, this entire structure is basically wool. It's made out of wool and dye and all that sort of stuff. Cool. So we need to remember to put down torches so stuff doesn't end us as we're building. Good. And now we can build another 2. So we're building this way. So this will be extended forward all the way to about that grey block over there. As far as going back is concerned, we need to bring everything in by 1 block, squeeze it in by 1 block, and then another one, and then another one until we get to the stern. And we're not, I don't think we're going to do an Atlantic stern on this, because partly because of the way Minecraft is, partly because of the way the boat is going to end up. So this is immediately incorrect. Immediately incorrect. Let's see if we can just take it off one. Nope, we lose it. We lose it to space because this needs to go back 2. So if we can go 1, 2. So it's 2, 2, and then 1, 1, 1. Fine. Well, we can catch that one. Easy peasy. Why did I do that? Oh, probably because I put this block in the wrong place. So we're using the cobble as disposable aids, I guess. So it helps us, like building aids. It helps us build up, and eventually we can remove all the cobble, and it's great because we can tell which is structure and which is actually just stuff we put in to help us build it. And we can quite easily remove all the cobble when we're done. So that's not a problem. This does not look right. Why does this not look right? It went 2 down, 2 down. Right, okay. This is... Or is this the middle? Oh. Would that mean that with 3 down? Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Something I hadn't taken into account. Yeah, this is why we do this bit first. Okay. Okay, all right, lads, I got this. I got this, I got this. So what we'll do is we take this out. Catch that. And this one. And we don't catch that. Right, okay, fine. What we can do is we'll build the cobble out. Yeah, we do this bit first. We don't build the entire side on because we need to make sure that we are actually in the right place. And I don't believe this is the right place. I believe this is, in fact, the wrong place. So it's 2 down, 2 down. Right, 2 down, 2 down, and then 1 in. Right, okay, so that's the 1 in. And then another 1 in. Right, okay, that's another 1 in. We can immediately get rid of that cobble. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can see immediately that we have a bit of a problem here. So it's 2 down, 2 down, 1 in, 1 in, 1 in. Yeah. This is going to require some clever thinking. Right, okay, so it's one end here. It looks like I might have made another mistake, but that's not a problem. We can fix this. We can fix this very, very easily by hitting it until it goes away. So we have a choice now, because this is kind of incorrect. So 1, 2, and this level here is definitely something we don't need. Right, okay. And I believe it's actually here. Yeah, it's here. This is where the center line is, not there. I should have really brought that one back. In fact, let's do that. Let's go and do that because that's going to help us get this sorted. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. In fact, we could just run down to the end along the top of the boat. That was just me swallowing. Fine. I just heard something. I thought it was a skelly bones. That was just going to shoot us off into space, and then we'd be in space and probably quite dead. So we're down, down, down. And I believe this is probably... Here is probably, yeah, so we'll bring this back anyway. In fact, we know we're going to need 2 down at least. Let's have a quick look, a look-see. Right, so bam, 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 bam. Yeah. So if we bring it back here, get on here. Wow, did I not say this was going to be an awful lot of work? I did. I do believe I did. Yeah, this is going to be a hell of a lot of work, but hopefully when it's done, it'll look amazeballs. So fine. Yeah, we're totally off. I kind of saw that just didn't look right whilst I was talking, and it's just like something in the back of my mind was like, yeah, this isn't quite right here, lads. So we'll just keep going back. I think we can go back until we hit something. Yeah, we can. Once we've got the center line in, it's going to make it a lot easier for us to get the geometry right. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have to waste some wool, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we've got enough red wool anyway. The black wool was a bit of an issue for us. Okay, so that means this here is in the wrong place. Oh well, we'll move it. We'll move it. So if we do this, and then we go put this here, and this here. Okay. So we have a choice now. We can bring it down a bit more. So 2, 2, 2. I mean, we could drop it. I was just wondering what the hell that was. That's a floating torch. Straight across the void. The void to nowhere. So we can put a line in here, but I don't want to do that. I really want to keep this kind of very sweeping hull. So we can just bring it in 3, 2, 3 to here, or we can drop it down to Chinatown, or we can do 2, 2, 2, or we can do 2, or we can have this drop down another one and then start to curve in. So we've got some options here. I think if we bring this in, that's going to bring that in, that's going to bring that in. So we need three lots of 2. If we bring that down, that's not going to bring us any closer to actually getting into the center. Oh, good lord, this is like Scale Extrix or Hornby or like Roller Coaster Tycoon or something like that, where you build this roller coaster and then you're just like, oh no, the 2 last bits don't join up. What have I done? Let me think. I believe this might be a little bit deeper than I wanted to go originally. That's why we've got a bit of a problem here. Okay, fine. What does that look like if we just bring it in and then we're standing on this bit? Not terrible. Not good though. No, I think I definitely want to bring this out. Okay, so we'll do we'll knock this out here. No, we can't catch it. I think it's probably down below us. Fine. We'll bring this in, definitely, and then probably this. We don't need to eat. So if we did this and take this line out, here we go, and then drop that in there, and then just have another quick look and see what the line looks like. Building a curve in Minecraft is a pain in the butt. 2, 2, 3, 3. Still, we could get rid of... No. You know what? Let's just live with it. Let's just live with it. Let's just live with it. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever. A month of freaking Sundays. Right. And what I want to do is start building this back. Okay. So we know we need to take this out. So the keel line is definitely something we want to keep in place. So it's definitely 2, and then we go up. So, right, okay, fine. I think we have a solution. It's not the solution I wanted, but it's the solution we have. And then we can bring that in by 2. Right, so let's take out that because we don't need it. We can also take out these now because we don't need them. They don't serve any function. Just ties everything up. That is going to be used as stairs. Let's throw some torches in here and here. Okay, so here and here. Good, good. That's good. So we know the keel, the bow comes into here. Yeah, it still feels very, very shallow. Still feels very shallow, but we've got the very deep keel, and we're going to take that out anyway. The central block. That central block does not need to exist, and this can be red wool. Bam, bam. Now we have our hull line, and I think it looks shallower because we've got these 2 blocks above us. Good. I think that's good. Right. Okay. So let's go forward until we find where this pit starts to pinch in, which is this block here. So if we go pop, is it? It is. Is it? It is. Is it? No, it really is. Cool. So we can now just put some wool down. Let's knock the torch out because we don't need it at the moment because it is in fact daylight, and then just get this all built up, and we can just run backwards all the way until we hit our back against that block of wool, and we can't build anymore. Good. We could do the same trick, in fact, by popping a... There we go. So now we know that we can't go back anymore if we are walking backwards, and we know that that cobbler is something we can just remove at a later date. And what we're going to do is pop some torches in because we don't want anything growing here. No, we don't want anything appearing here. And we can just go back and pop in these. Once we've got the line in, as you can see, actually filling in this hull area is going to be really quick. I'm just going to go get a ton of wool. Can we drop down there? Is that something that's safe to do? Probably not. Probably not. We're probably going to break our ankles just like that. And cool. We can't really see anything from this point of view, but we can. One of these is going to have wool in it. Let's just get a ton of red wool. Cool. We have all the red wool. It's in our inventories. We'll just swan dive off the edge. That's what we do because it's Minecraft. I wonder if wool doesn't break our ankles. No, you can still break your ankles on wool. Brilliant. Well, not brilliant. Let's do that. Since we're going in this direction anyway, let's just fill these out. Pop, 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 pop. We can do 2. I think we can do about a line of 3, in fact, like this. And you just walking backwards. We'll just bap, 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 bap. Wow, this is probably going to make great viewing experience. But we can't go back any further because our back is against the cobbler. We've already gone through quite a lot of wool. That's quite impressive, in fact. Let's do this on here and here. Cool. So we know now that we can just get our build on. Good. Good. I like that. I like it. I like it a lot, in fact. So we'll do the same thing here. We could, I think, technically hold the button down. But I don't want to hit the top surface, because if we hit the top surface, we'll just start putting blocks incorrectly. And we're moving backwards holding shift, so we're really only going at a finite speed anyway. We could, I suppose, run down the central channel, knowing that we're not going to fall off the end anytime. Or technically we could just walk backwards, but I'm only doing it like this because we could actually just end up walking off sideways. So let's do it like this. Let's cotton picking doing it like this. And we are running through wool blocks like it ain't no thing. This is why we had to have an obscene number of them, and this is why this series has been a little bit slow in coming about. That and the fact that there had been an update and it messed up the texture pack, and the texture pack is still messed up. And when I came to record today, it changed the character model and did all sorts of weird things, and I was just like, oh, good lord, really? So yeah, it's been a bit of an interesting time. Which I'd rather it wasn't, to be honest. But whatever. It's still amazing this game even exists, all running in JavaScript and all. We're going to need more wool. We're going to need a buttload of more wool. We're going to need all more wool. Let's just use... that's exactly what I didn't want. Let's just use all the wool that we've got currently. And we can... What I'll probably do as well is I might even line this with wood or something, so we're not running on red wool all the time. Oh, hang on a minute. Why don't we just go this way? Why don't we go this way? Good sir. Where? That was the white wool. Oh, so we can... Yeah, I remember what the white wool's for. We will need the white wool eventually. We also need torches. We definitely need all the torches. We'll certainly need the white wool eventually, because that is the other part of the main building project. Wood. Cobbler. Ah yes, well if you are going to build something like this, which is obscenely big, you're going to need an obscene number of building materials. Right, cool. So we've got that. We've got an obscene number of building materials in materials. Excuse me? Oh, what? Suddenly very French. Good. If you want to do a French accent, remember, the French, as a rule, don't pronounce the last letter of their words. So yeah, fun fact. Don't know if it is a fact, but it is something that tends to happen. So we're going to slap some more torches in at random along these lines. I mean, it's going to look ugly bugly, but it's better than having creeper blow our butts off and then ruin our stuff. Because we don't want a creeper blowing our butts off. Having a creeper blow your butt away is just terrible. Something that you really don't want to happen. So we'll pop this here, and then we've only got these two at the side, and then we have the center section of the hull is actually in place, and I think we can do it like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. Wow, we're already through another Minecraft day. Wow, these days don't last that long. It's almost like Stranded Deep, where the days just don't last long at all. Fortunately, in Minecraft, you can turn the brightness up in the game, and it doesn't affect it too much. Oh, crikey. Yeah, just have seen that we are at the point at which we needed to be, so we can now take this away. I'm just going to knock out the cobble as we're going along. When we don't need it, we have the torches, so we need the torches along here to stop stuff spawning, and probably even on the next level up, although there are quite a few torches. It's strange how stuff does spawn where you think, ooh, there is plenty of light, and there isn't. And then you get jumped by something, and then it's all bad news. Right, so we can now put this layer in, which is part of the curve, the outer curve. Normally you wouldn't see any of the red part of the hull. So where you have the hull painted red, that would typically be below the water line. With us, we have no water. Well, we do. We can actually... I mean, in theory, we could build a bloody great big tank and pop our boat in the tank and it would be in water. But we're not going to do that because it would look strange. I know, very strange. Stranger than a boat that's just floating in space. We have done quite a bit, actually. So we'll knock that out, and we'll knock all this cobbler out because now it's actually just in the way. Just in the way. Good. We've got a way of getting in there, but do we need the way of getting in there? Not sure. Tell you what, no, we don't. That's exactly what we don't need. We probably do need to take out that and replace it with cobbler, not cobbler. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Oh dear boy. We need to replace it with wool. Right, so for this bit we need to come in, and we need to come into here. But the bow is a very special place because everything kind of pinches in a bit. So we saw from the outside that things kind of are a little bit different to how this bit goes. And I've already kind of started, so we'll need to pop. We need the black wool. Yeah, we didn't build the black wool layer, so we can pop that in there. And essentially all we need to do now is just copy what's here. So we can put a cobblestone block, yeah? Or can we? Actually, what's underneath that? I bet that's red wool. Right, okay. So we need to drop down, pop in the red wool here, because not only are we trying to build a rounded surface, but we're also trying to build a rounded surface. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Good Lord, stop me talking at any time. Right, okay, so fine. So we have that, and then we drop down, and what's under there? I bet that's... Ooh, that's nothing. Ah, yes, I didn't go as far as building anything under here, but I believe this block here should probably be red wool. So I think, yeah, definitely. And then it kind of... You go from the top... Let's look at this. So for this, as you're going in, you actually build round, and then you build round, and it'll pinch in slightly more around the top until a point where the hull actually, you meet the main body of the hull. It's a bit strange, but from the outside, it makes a lot of sense. It makes more sense. Let's drop down and have a quick looky look from the outside. So, yeah. You kind of disrupt the patterns slightly in order to make this sweeping bow, essentially. Kind of like the end of a balloon, I suppose. I don't know what shape that is. A cone? No, not a cone. A sphere? Spherical. It's more as a spherical than a circle. That's the word I was probably looking for. Yeah, so it goes 2, and then instead of going down 2 and then like 1, 1, 1, it starts to sweep in almost immediately, and then it sort of goes out here, and at the end of the curve is a lot more gentle. Now, standing right next to it, it just still looks like a bunch of blocks, but actually having built it all, let's do this. Let's knock these 3 out. In fact, let's take out the stuff from underneath as well, because we don't need that anymore. And then this bit here, and then put in 1, 2, 3. So we now have a bit more of a nice gentle curve into there. And then we have this blade on the bottom of the boat. Now, it is going to be dark on the outside. That's something we're going to have to live with. And to be honest, most of the time we're not even going to see this bit on the outside. We might see stuff from above, or unless we actually come onto the gantry. Normally when I build these, this red block here would be about where the water line is, and then all of this would be just submerged. You kind of see it from the land, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to... You'd make out like a fuzzy outline of it, but you wouldn't be able to see it in sharp detail. Good. Well, that's a lot of explanation. And you know what? Probably too much explanation. So what I'm going to do is I will leave you there for the time being. If you're liking this series, leave a comment or like or subscribe or tell your friends about the channel, because that's, that always helps us out. And I will catch you next time.